Hey guys, welcome to the video. Just wanted to show everyone what they're going to need. So firstly, obviously the grips themselves, they're not in the package at the moment. You do get some stickers in the package, which is always nice when you spend some money. 4mm Allen key, that's for the bar end weights. Some compressed air, not required, but it does make the job a tiny bit easier. Washing up liquid, and that's to mix with warm water to allow the grips to slide on a bit easier. And again, a heat gun. Heat gun's not required, but it does make the job much easier to make the grips a bit more malleable. So let's move on to the job. So the first step is going to be removing the bar end. This can be done with 4mm Allen key. Simple release, nice and easy. And there we have it. Keep that to one side. Now, to remove this grip on the clutch side, there's a couple of ways. You can pull it off. Some people use compressed air, which is what I will be using here, and you can also try a bit of heat, but hopefully this will work no problem. As we can see, that's the grip off. There is a little bit of glue in there. We'll just clean that up next. So now we're just going to clean that bar, a little bit of alcohol and a microfiber cloth. And we'll dry it off. Nice and dry. So now all we're going to do, give it a little spray. Just a light misting. Then we're going to take our grip, going to give it a little spray in there. That should do us. And then for this side, we may need a bit of compressed air, but hopefully this should do just enough. So when we get to this point, it will be quite hard, so I will use the compressed air. This should help us get it the rest of the way. Last little push. There we go, that grip is now installed. We'll just get it nice and straight and then refit the bar end. At this point we can go ahead, make any small little adjustments to get it nice, straight, how we want it to look once it's fully on the bike. Not to worry, the water will evaporate and then it's nice and stuck on already as it is. So we can go ahead and put the bar end back. Here we are, bar end goes back on. Nice and snug, but we don't need to go too tight. That's that side done. So now the same thing on this side. 4mm Allen key. Crack that bolt loose. Remove the bar end weight. So for the throttle side, it's a bit tighter and we don't want to damage the throttle tube itself, so I am going to use a heat gun, put a little bit of heat into it and then see if it makes it easier getting it off. You don't want to be melting the grip, you just want to be applying some gentle heat. I like to keep my hand there to make sure it's not going to get too hot, but there we go. If you just peel that edge there, down there, you can get and there we are. Again, you're not forcing it, you don't want to break the throttle tube, you want to be nice and gentle, let the air do the work, just remove the grip. Again, we're just going to clean the grip, just a bit of alcohol, make sure there's no glue residue. This side was already pretty clean. And once we've done that, just apply some of that. Don't need to be crazy. I'm going to do the same to the inside of the grip. There we go. Just a little bit. So here's going to be the most difficult bit, is getting the grip just over that little lip here. What I'm going to do for that, just apply a little bit of gentle heat again, just to make the rubber a little bit more malleable and flexible. Now just apply a little bit of spray in there, a little bit around there. And then, as you can see, we've got it past. The rest of it should be a little bit easier. Just try stabilise the throttle grip and push it on as far as you can. Once you can't get it much further, then we'll use the compressed air again to get it on the rest of the way. I may have to just apply a little bit more water. And if you need to, don't worry about bringing the grip a bit further back, putting much more water on it, and then trying to get it the rest of the way on. So make sure you keep putting water in around the grip all the way in, so it never encounters a dry spot. And if you need to, also use microfiber cloth for a little bit more leverage. It is a bit of a fight, but eventually you will get it on. Just like so. Almost home. Like that, and then we just need to work on getting it square. So I've just come across a slight little problem here, which I'll show you in a minute. But as you can see on the original grip, there's this little area here, and that is where it wraps around this plastic piece, and obviously the original Domino grip won't allow us to push the grip any further in. So what I'm going to do is take a sharp razor blade and just cut a little bit off that red piece there, and then that should allow us to push it a little bit further on and get the grip all the way on. And now, as you can see, just trim that little red piece off, and that will allow me to push it a little bit further on. So let's do that now. So I've actually removed the grip again because I noticed there's a couple of little indentations on the original throttle grip. That just means that it was causing the grip to just push up against in here a little bit, so I'm just going to quickly tidy this up as I've cut it anyway, and then I'm going to make a couple of cutouts so that they line up with that, and then that should allow us to push it all the way in and look clean and factory. So here we are. I've made a couple of indentations to match where these little plastic tabs are going to go, obviously in line for when that is facing the correct way that I want it to, and I've also cleaned up the edge here so it'll allow me to push it all the way up to the plastic part, hopefully without causing it to bulge in any point. So now I'm just going to go and refit it again, so spray, push on and go from there. So now, as we can see, it's allowed me to push the grip all the way in looking pretty good. Just going to align the clutch side with the throttle side, and then job's done. So the next step's going to be make sure everything in there is dry. It's looking good. And we're going to reinstall the bar end. Like so. Nice and snug. Now, as far as I'm aware, not sure if there's a torque setting for this, but I'm going to have a quick look online, and if there is, I'll be back with a torque setting. Been unable to find the correct torque setting for this particular fastener. Again, there's no need to overdo them. Make sure they're nice and tight, both sides, and that's the job complete. So guys, thanks for watching the install video on my RS660 Factory. You can see they're installed now. Clutch side looking nice, clean, not interfering with the bar end. And then the throttle side, like I said, we did have to make that adjustment so that it would sit correctly, but now it's not interfering with the bar end. And I must say I'm quite happy with this job, pretty easy. Highly suggest you guys do it if you're interested.